Hello everyone! Last week I released my 200 sub special, which was my setup tour and the softwares that I use to make my videos. In that video I explained that there would be a follow-up video that would go more into depth with my video making process. And this is that video. Timestamps will be in the description just in case anyone wants to skip around within the video. Anyways, that's enough rambling and let's get on to the actual behind the scenes of how I make my videos. So the notebook that I use for one of my planning items is actually an art sketchbook. I can't draw, so I use it for YouTube planning instead. The brand of the sketchbook is Artist Loft, I'm pretty sure. Link will be in the description, but this notebook is where I dump random thoughts and ideas relating to YouTube. And I also use this notebook for school and other stuff, but that's not really important in this case. And some of these things can be related to video ideas, designs for certain aspects of this channel or my Twitch channel, like my banner or the Twitch panels, goals and aspirations relating to YouTube, journal entries reviewing my channel status and how I want to improve upon my videos and the channel overall, and just basic video outlines. I tend to use this notebook for jotting down sudden ideas and thoughts when my computer and phone aren't nearby, and sometimes I just prefer to develop ideas further on paper anyways, so that's when I would also use this. There's not much else to say about the notebook really. I mean, it's just a notebook. You don't even have to use the exact same one that I have. Just go buy a random one or use one that you have lying around in your house. So basically, within OneNote, you can have certain notebooks. And as you can see here, I have my YouTube stuff notebook, which is where I am frequently on the most, and just some school-related notebook. And within those notebooks, you can have different subfolders or main pages. As you can see here, in my YouTube stuff notebook, I have a tab relating to video ideas, outlines and scripts, ready to record scripts, trashed video scripts, finished video outlines, and games I want to get in the future. Within these folders or tabs or whatever you want to call them, you can have subpages. So I'm going to have to blur most of this out, so don't mind that. But in this first main page, these are my video outlines. So for this first page, I have the story time and topic-based video ideas for when I just want to do things related to that. In the second page, I have tutorials and random video ideas for whenever I want to do stuff like this. The third page is non-Minecraft related stuff, and I'm planning on using this for either the second channel or just stream ideas whenever I do eventually stream. This fourth page is subscriber specials and montages for whenever I hit those milestones and then I have an actual plan on what I want to do. And there will be a more updated list in the next bit of the video, so just wait for that. This is just here because, yeah. And then this last bit is the challenges. This is just for whenever I run out of video ideas and need challenges to do. So, yeah. And then in the second main page, these are the outlines and scripts that I am currently working on. In this first one, it's a sub-special thing. And then this one is a video that I'm currently working on. This one's a video I'm currently working on. And then this one is the video that I'm recording right now. So, yeah. And then this tab is the ready to record page or whatever. And this is where I would move finished scripts from here into the ready to record. So now it's moved into here. And in here you have the trashed video scripts for my fourth main tab. This is where all of the video scripts that I didn't want to work on go. And then for this one, these are all my finished video scripts. So all of these video scripts or outlines are basically all uploaded, I'm pretty sure. So you can go watch those videos. And then this last main page, it's just games that I want to get in the future for when I do stream. And then I can do variety streaming because that would be fun. Basically, for my planning and scripting process, I just pick one of my video ideas and then make a new page and then dump whatever ideas and thoughts that I have relating to that main video idea. And then using this brain dump is what I like to call it. I write a general outline or a script. Now, some people can be opposed to writing scripts for videos, and that's totally fine. I just choose to do it because it makes recording and audio editing a lot faster for me. And also I do mainly voiceover based videos anyways, rather than the typical commentary videos. So a general outline of what I'm planning to say helps me out a lot. And I tend to write how I talk, if that makes any sense. And half the time I don't even say the exact words on the script, because what I do, I just read the script once after I write it and then record, and then I just glance away from the script as I record, so I don't even say half of the stuff that's on the script. So it's not even a script, it's more like an outline. But yeah, this is just where I plan my main video content and what I'm gonna say in the videos. So yeah. So after my scripting or outlining stage within OneNote, I move on to Notion, which is where I do more of the technical side of things. So that would be where I schedule my videos and plan out when a certain video is coming out and things like that. And if you don't know what Notion is, it's basically a very versatile organization database that can be used for a number of things like school, work, other stuff like that. And I personally use it for many aspects of my own life, as you can see on my home page. But I mainly go to my content creation page, which is right here. And in this content creation section, you can basically go to each of the individual pages that I have. But I do have a main content creation page, which looks like this. So you have the simple cover, icon, and the title for this page. And then I have a quote here relating to content creation because quotes are cool. And on the left, I have my YouTube section. So I just have a header for YouTube, and then this is the link to my YouTube page, and then the link to my YouTube channel, just in case I ever want to go to my channel for some reason. And then on the right, here's my Twitch section. So same thing, Twitch header, the link to my Twitch page, and then the link to my Twitch channel. Follow me if you want. I don't stream yet, but I will once I get a PC. And then if I scroll down here, you have a pretty picture here, and then down here on the left, you have other socials, so the header, the page, and then just links to some of my other socials, so like Twitter, Instagram, Discord, and things like that. And on the right, here's my goals section, so I just have a list of certain goals I have, so like 1K, start streaming, upload consistently, because those are just simple goals that I've always had. And if you're wondering why I don't have any other sections for my other socials, it's because these socials aren't my main focus as of now. I mainly focus on YouTube and Twitch eventually, because this is where I mainly want to make content. But other socials are here just in case. So yeah. And then this bottom section right here is my how to grow section. And this is where I mainly have notes on certain trends and algorithmic stuff. I don't even know if that's a word, but this is mainly just notes on certain platforms and how to grow using those platforms and what trends are in right now and just analytical stuff. So yeah, and I mainly just have this to see what I can do to grow my channel and grow as a content creator and just things like that, because every content creator wants to grow at some point. So you gotta take notes and learn the algorithm a bit. But out of all these pages and sections, I mainly go to my YouTube one the most. So let's just go to my YouTube page. And this is my YouTube page. I'm gonna have to blur most of this out because it shows future video stuff, so just be aware of that. And yeah, this is my YouTube page. Once again, you have the cover, icon, the title, and then you have this little, I don't know if it's a quote, but it's a little blurb here to keep with the symmetry of everything else. So it just says, I like editing, because I do like editing. And then down here on my left, or on the left, here's the video ideas. And this is just a list of all future video ideas that I have for mainly July and August, because these video ideas are enough for those months. But on OneNote, I do have more video ideas, so I can just transfer those over to here. And then on the right, there are my sub milestones again. This is a more updated list, and on both sub milestone lists, there's the number of subs, the idea, and then the date of when I hit it, because, you know, I want to keep track of that for a future video or whatever, when I eventually hit a certain milestone that you can't see on this because it's blurred out. But yeah, these are just extra stuff, It's just like a list to keep track of things. But down here on my video planning section is where I am the most. So this is my video planning section. Up here it says my upload schedule. If you haven't noticed, my upload schedule is mostly Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 12 p.m. EST. So that's what I've been trying to follow. So far it's kind of worked out. We'll see how it goes for the rest of the summer, but this is my video schedule for now. And then here is my video schedule calendar. Basically, this is where I move around certain video ideas and have them out on a calendar to know when I'm uploading and how to plan my time accordingly. So let's go to Monday, June 28th, for example. So this is the thinking about rebranding video, and for my certain properties, I have the date, which is the date when I'm uploading, and then the status. And within this, I have a bunch of my different status tags. So I have idea, research, if needed, scripting or planning, recording, editing, scheduled, published, and making a thumbnail. Then here I have published date. I don't even know why this is here. I'm probably gonna have to get rid of that later. This here is the video URL, so I can just click on the video and then it brings me to that. And then the type of video. So this video was topic based, I guess, but here are my other video ideas. So montage, commentary, story times, non-Minecraft, update, topic based, collabs, second channel, non-Hypixel, and specials. So not too much is happening here. If I need to write a note or whatever, like here, I just have a little blurb right here, just in case I need to keep notes on something and I want to keep it on Notion. So this is where I just like move around certain ideas and plan out what videos I need to get ready for the upcoming week. And this is my main organizational thing that I use to keep myself in check. For the most part, I will fall off the video schedule occasionally, but normally I get back into shape at some point. And yeah, that's how I plan out when my videos are coming out and how I keep myself in check for videos. Yeah, there's not much to it. Sorry if I did a really bad job at explaining this, but from looking at it, you could probably get the idea. But if you want a more elaborate Notion tour, I could do that, because why not? Yeah, that's pretty much it for the planning. So let's move on to the recording section. I'm pretty sure is the next section. So yeah. For gameplay and just wanting to record my screen, I mainly use OBS. Here are my current OBS settings. Pause if you want to copy these for some reason. I'm still playing around with my own settings, so these will probably change in the future once I get a hold on how to use OBS more well, if that makes sense. This isn't an OBS tutorial because I myself barely know how to use OBS, but I just looked up a bunch of tutorials and OBS settings videos to learn the basics of using OBS, and it seems to work out well. And even though it doesn't look the best, it's fine, I think. I don't know. For recording audio, because I mainly do voiceover videos, I use Audacity to record my voiceovers and edit my audio. And by editing audio, I mean just cutting out long pauses or silence and cutting out filler words that I tend to say a lot, because there are a lot of them when I tend to record, and cutting them out just makes the video flow better without any abrupt pauses and things like that. There's really not much else to say about Audacity as a software because it's fairly simple to use once you get the hang of it. But you can always watch tutorials on the basics of Audacity, because I am not doing an Audacity tutorial because I suck at doing those. But anyways, moving on to editing, which will be fairly interesting. So for editing, I use DaVinci Resolve 17 to edit my videos, as you can see on the screen. And I have been using this for about 9 months. So far it's been working out well, and I'm still learning more about the software each time I edit a video. So I would say that there are 3 or 4 types of videos that I make. I mainly make commentaries, montages, and storytime / updates, or basically any voiceover videos. And I'm grouping them into different categories because depending on the type of video that I'm making, my editing process changes. It's weird, I know, but I'll explain it in like the next few seconds. So let's start off with the commentary editing process. And you guys know what commentary videos are. So this is my typical workspace layout for when I edit all my videos pretty much. Basically how I make my videos, or these commentary videos, I record, then import all the footage, then I start color coding the tracks and the clips. I mainly just do the clips because the tracks, they're just kind of like there. But you can color code your tracks if you want by like right clicking and say change track color, and then you do purple and then it changes it to purple or whatever. But I don't really take that into account because I don't really care. But I mainly color code all of the clips or subtitles in the actual timeline, just to make the timeline look more organized. And then I do the rough cut. Basically for when I rough cut, I just take out all of the boring bits and put in the games. So then I just have that full timeline of clips. And then after the rough cut, you actually watch through the videos and then get the clip that you want to add. And then afterwards I do subtitling, which is like, you know, simple subtitling. And for past videos like this one, I've used the KG blank space solid, but for current videos now, I use Red Hat Display Black. That's the font that I use now. So yeah, just in case if you want to know the font. And then basically you just mess around with subtitles and text effects and whatever you want to do for subtitling. And then occasionally I'll have extra visuals like pictures like this. So then I just have it in an additional track called funnies or visual effects, whatever I call it. And then yeah, you just add a bunch of random stuff there. Then I have a background music track here for while I'm editing the video, because then without background music, you can't balance out audio. But after I finish editing all of this, I actually delete that and you'll see why. But this is the main video bit, as you can see with all the main games and subtitles and whatnot. So I edit the main video bit first, and then I make a separate little timeline here for the intro so that I can separately do that instead. And then after I render out the intro and the main video bit, I make a third timeline, and then I add the completely rendered intro and the main video bit with the background music, which is this audio 2 track here, which I forgot to rename. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And the reason why I have 3 separate timelines for each little bit is because I find things more organized that way, and also by rendering out all of this stuff into one final video clip, it makes it faster to render because my poor computer can't handle that much rendering. It doesn't take as long to render a video if I do it this way, instead of just rendering the video completely as this and then uploading it like that. It's probably a lot more work, but I just do it this way because then I have my individual video clips in each section, and then if I ever want to fix something, then I can just move on to the timeline, then just like redo whatever I messed up or whatever. And also for commentaries, sometimes it's just me talking whenever I do a solo commentary. So then this track, this third video track is gone, and then it's normally just my subtitles and then this extra bit if I want it there. So yeah, this is just what my timeline looks like afterwards. I'll move this bit up and then move this down, and then this is what my full timeline looks like after this kind of video. I will probably make another more in-depth editing tutorial later if you want one, but I don't know. So moving on to montages, and you guys know that I don't make as many montages as voiceover videos or commentaries, but when I do make a montage, it's just kind of like go with the flow. I don't know what I'm doing and I just do whatever when it comes to clips and stuff. So before even finding music and stuff, I just play a bunch of Minecraft for clips. And as you can see, I don't have many here because I haven't bothered to record montage clips that often. But this is where they would all go so that when I actually do start editing the montage, I can just select the clip, drag it in, and then it goes into the media pool of the timeline. But that's what I do for clips pretty much. And as for editing, like I mentioned, I don't just drag in all of the clips at once. I just kind of take my time and import clips as I edit. it makes sense, I think. Aside from the clip stuff, basically what I do first for just prepping for the montage is I get my music first. Most of my music is from NCS, also known as non-copyright sounds. Most of their music is copyright free, so I recommend their music a lot because nobody wants a copyright claim on their videos, right? And after I download the audio by using a YouTube to MP3 converter, I import the downloaded audio into the media pool, which is here. So then I just drag this into the timeline, and then you have your audio for your montage in here. This montage is a bit different because I have this extra video track from the quote-unquote music video for this thing, but this isn't important. This is just my way of figuring out stuff, but you guys can just ignore that second or this first video track. After I import all of the music and things that I need, I just listen to the track like 2 or 3 times, and then after I get a general feel for the track and the beat drops and whatever, I start placing markers on the timeline, which are these thingies here. And whenever I tend to do montages, I just mark all of it as I go, and then afterwards I color code all these sections. So in this case, purple is like the beat drops or main exciting bit of the montage, and then pink is for the intro and outro, blue is for like another bit, aqua is for this bit, and then green is for another bit. So there's not really a plan for every montage on what is being color coded and whatnot, because it depends on the song and it depends on how many transitions and clips that I want to put in and things like that. So depending on the song, it just goes wherever. It keeps things more organized and it gives me a general idea of how many clips I want to add into this one video. So then with getting clips, if it's a POV montage, then I just drag in the clips from the montage folder into this media pool. If it's a cinematics montage with like replay mod and stuff, then it's like, I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to replay mod, so I just make the cinematics as I go, and then when I'm done, I drag them into the media pool, drop it in here, figure it out in the timeline. If I don't like it, I redo it, and then it's just the same cycle over and over again. And then you just kind of put together clips as you go, or that's how I do it. I just put together clips as you go, and then I hope it works out. And for montages, it normally takes like a while because I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to replay mod and things like that, because I do want to implement that more into the videos that I make, specifically montages. So I'm still learning replay mod, so yeah, that's pretty much what I do for montages. The main thing is just marking out all of the transitions and clips that you want. This is my main thing because it keeps everything together and it gives you a general idea on clips you want to add for a certain section of the song. I don't know, that just helps me organize clips and whatnot. So that's my main tidbit for montage making, I guess. Or at least that's how I do it, I don't really know. So now moving on to the final main bit of this editing section, which is my story times or any voiceover content pretty much. And for this, I'm gonna use my science fair timeline as an example. And the process is pretty much the same as commentary, besides all of the outlining and the voiceover recording and all of that stuff. But there is one main difference that gets swapped around, and it'll make sense when I further explain. But when it comes to footage and stuff, I either just use bulk footage that I've recorded like a month or 2 ago that I haven't used yet, or I just use new footage. It just depends on what games that I've used in certain videos, because I do record, like I've mentioned, in like an hour sprint. So I just have a full hour timeline of Bed Wars footage, and then I just use all those games from those things into different videos. So when it comes to editing, you know, you do the importing media and stuff into the media pool, color coding all of the subtitles and video tracks or whatever. And then instead of rough cutting and getting clips first, I do subtitles first. because like you see in this audio track here, there are cuts in the audio, and that's because for more efficiency, because I do upload 3 times a week, or at least I try. Sometimes recording in Audacity and just exporting the track that I recorded works out faster than just me editing the audio within Audacity. So I just import the audio into the timeline, and then as I'm subtitling, I edit the audio because it gives me a general idea of how long the video is gonna be before I do cut all of the footage and stuff. And also I just like it better this way. It's a lot faster for me personally. But sometimes I do edit audio within Audacity, and sometimes I do this. It just changes within because it's voiceover and all of that stuff. But that's why I do subtitling first. And then after I do the final subtitles, then I do the visual effects, and then I start doing the rough cut and getting clips. So then after that, same thing goes. You have the timelines. This is the main video bit. Then I do the intro, and I subtitle all of that stuff too. And then I render both of the main video bits and the intro, put it into the final video timeline, watch it over again to see if there are any mistakes or whatever. Then I have background music. I just tend to use a bunch of Nintendo music or any lo-fi music that I find. There's always a link in the description for music, so if you want to know what music I used all those. And yeah, then review it, render it, and then you have the video. That's pretty much it. And like I've mentioned before, let me know if you want a more in-depth tutorial, I guess, on how I edit. I might do one while I'm editing a video and stuff like that, but yeah. If people asked me for a time frame of how long it takes to make a video, I would say it takes like 4 to 10 hours for the commentaries and voiceover videos, including all of the planning and recording that goes before editing. And subtitling is what takes up most of that time, because subtitling can be tedious at times, but it also can be pretty interesting and fun to do. But for montages, it can honestly range from a couple of hours or a week or two, depending on what type of montage it is. But I actually haven't made a montage in a couple of months, so who actually knows? And honestly, I just really like editing, even though I'm not that good at it. But yeah. So I was gonna do a thumbnail portion for this video, but I decided against it. But if you guys do want how I make my thumbnails tutorial, I guess, let me know. I might make one. But besides from that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys learned something from it. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I'll be happy to provide any extra clarifications or explanations to anything that I've said. But yeah, if you made it this far, thank you for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video whenever that is. So yeah, bye!